Welcome to Louisville Now. Today, I'm Althea Jackson, your host. Today, my guest is Gianna Bennett. She is a communication specialist out of our Office of Sustainability. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You are working on an event or a program, Plastic Free July. What is that?
So Plastic Free July is actually a global initiative. It started in Australia to kind of get people informed about plastic pollution, how it's affecting waterways, the streets, human health, lots of different things. And in Louisville, we're basically focusing on local action. And this is the second year we've launched this campaign. It's bigger and better than last year, but we have a lot to celebrate in our community, what we're doing to inform people about single-use plastics, how to reduce our usage of those and embrace more sustainable alternatives, which will make our streets cleaner, our waterways cleaner, and pretty much everyone in our community healthier as well.
Why is it important to do this?
Plastic doesn't go away. It doesn't biodegrade or break down like other materials. So whenever, you go and you get a drink from a plastic cup and you get your drink and you just throw it away after 5 minutes or so, that plastic cup does go away into the trash and our public works does collect it and process it accordingly. However, it's going to outlive us all by 1,000 times 1,000. It's not going to break down. It's going to stay in the landfill or potentially get recycled too. But it's not just that one single plastic cup. There's about, I think, Louisville Metro Waste Management Services did a study and found that 87,000 tons of plastic was collected in a single year. So if you think about that single year times, multiple years, it adds up to a lot of plastic going into the landfill. It could be recycled, and Public Works has a great recycling program, and we definitely encourage everyone to participate in that and learn more about how to recycle right. But it's just an overwhelming amount of plastic to the point where it's really a crisis. And I remember I was touring a landfill once, and someone pointed out to me this styrofoam container, and it was in perfect condition. And they said that restaurant closed down in 1975. So it does stick around. And when you think about, we see plastic trash in the streets all the time, in the water, but what is it doing to our health? I mean, our grandparents, our ancestors, they didn't have all of this plastic in their systems either. So it's a problem for the environment and for health as well.
Give us some tips of what we can personally do in our homes to help reduce.
Yeah, thank you for asking that. It does seem kind of difficult to change behaviors. We're all used to that kind of go, go, go lifestyle. We get our plastic utensils, our plastic straws, our plastic everything, and it's designed to help us live an easier life. Mm-hmm. But what we can do is start bringing our own reusable items that replace those disposables. So I bring a Tupperware to the restaurant now and use that as my to-go container. And I actually just also started this month bringing my own coffee cup to my coffee shops, and some of them we've actually partnered with are giving out discounts to folks because it actually reduces the amount of materials that they need to purchase. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of different ways you can bring your canvas bags to the grocery store instead of using those single-use plastic bags that don't get recycled through Public Works as well. There's a very specific type of way that they can be recycled through the store, but it's not really easy to do. So definitely just start incorporating those into your life. And if you want to go even further, there are plastic-free alternatives to things like dish soap, shampoo, other things like that, that you can buy refillable versions of instead of buying the, plastic every single time, and just products in general like that, that you can investigate.
Okay. Tell me real quickly, because we've got to wrap up here, about there's a documentary that your office is partnering with an organization on.
Yeah, so on July 24th at 6:30 at Trellis Brewing, we are going to be hosting a screening of We're All Plastic People Now. And that is a documentary that focuses on the impacts of plastic on human health. And I would really encourage everyone to check it out, but also check out our social media at Sustain Louisville all month long. We're going to be highlighting all those awesome coffee shops, restaurants, individuals, organizations that I mentioned earlier, in addition to some of those organizations like Beyond Plastics and Kentucky Waterways Alliance that are going to be partnering with us on that documentary. So we're doing stuff all month long, but that's kind of our wrap-up event, is that documentary screening, which is introduced by Ted Danson, which you might know from The Good Place.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to plug while you're here?
Yeah, just mainly just follow our social media. If you follow, you might see some sustainable selfies of people posing with their favorite sustainable alternatives. I encourage everyone to send those selfies in, because you will be entered in a chance to receive your own Sustain Louisville ocean bottle, which is actually made partially from recovered ocean-bound plastic. So that's a special kind of like thing I would love to shout out. But yeah, just check us out all month long. We'll be doing stuff.
Gianna, thank you for being here.